guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Frost Guy from Kitchen Cosplay, and tonight we are back again with Viking!
Episode 4, Trial.
Yeah.
What happened last episode?
Well, Ragnar and his gang went back to England.
After the priest kind of gave information about his country and where to find people and how the system works. Even though I feel like Ragnar is more interested in learning about them and discovering new places and just finding these riches more than having them, because he chose to keep the priest instead of taking the money. He sees far in the future. He saw that the priest could open doors that he wanted to open. So he went that way, and he's actually, dealing well with him. Like, he's handling him well. He's being polite and stuff. Just asking him if he wants to screw him and his wife. Why not?
You want to do a threesome with you guys?
He trusts him enough to leave him with his children too, so there's that. I mean, I would trust a priest, but a priest that you kind of took on as your slave. Alright, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's not going to do anything, but Ragnar trusts him, so... Alright with that. So like you said, they're back in England, and it went to shit.
Rollo, what did you do?
Well, not just him, but
he started.
He didn't help. The fact that there's a language barrier doesn't help at all. They're talking about, I mean, both parties are basically saying, let's just talk and talk trade and be friends and stuff. And then the other party is like, you know what? I don't understand what you're saying. Maybe you're laying down a trap. Maybe you're trying to ambush us. And then people start killing each other. There's one of them who survived, so now the reputation is gonna spread, and it's gonna be horrible. I don't know, like, they're going towards a castle, so there's gonna be more deaths and more fights in this episode, I think.
I just don't know what's gonna happen.
I'm excited, though. This show is really good, right from the start. I'm into this, so let's jump in Trial and see what happens.
Alright.
Especially since we're almost halfway through. Well, we are kind of halfway through this.
Only 9 episodes.
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's see what happens. By the way, thank you guys for telling us about the old man basically being Odin.
It makes so much more sense.
Yeah. Because we didn't know about him being represented with a crow on his shoulder and stuff. And I didn't remember him being blinded. So I didn't see it.
Kind of just got this image of Anthony Hopkins Odin.
Anthony Hopkins is Odin. There you go.
It's getting light. We wasted too much time already. We must wait a little longer.
Yeah. Yep.
Everybody's going to church.
They're gonna be like cattle.
What are you waiting for?
I don't want them to kill innocents, but I cannot. I have to say. They're good. Well, he's good. Like, he's got plans and stuff. This was great. I'm gonna say it right now. The OST in this show has been so good so far. And they leave their swords at the door. Oh my god, they're defenseless!
Mysterium Fidei.
Trying to protect their families. They're pretty brave though, because they are scary as fuck. And they don't have weapons.
If you do not resist, we will not hurt you. Tell that to your people, priest. Tell them not to be afraid. God bless.
He's being so badass and polite at the same time. I was expecting something else from this scene. I like that. Not every character is all white or black here. That's the only wine. he's just having fun.
What do you care for this action, you bitch?
Oh, she's not gonna like that. Oh. Out of all the guys, that's the one spying on them. Yeah, but then what is the Earl gonna say when they come back without the guy he sent for them?
He attacked me. I was just defending myself.
Oh yeah, he's sure gonna believe that.
Where is Knut?
I killed him. He raped a Saxon woman. Then he tried to rape me.
Did anyone else see it happen? Well, that's a pity. And where were you?
But I was surprised with Rollo's scene with the old
Yeah,
man.
me too. Although I'm actually happy it happened.
Why?
Because I was expecting him to kill the guy. I mistrust him and I don't appreciate his ways, but then you see him show kindness, so I'm like, characters with layers. That's good.
What is it? Who is it?
Oh shit. You wanted a challenge?
So much of them is so less of
Yeah,
our
the-
Viking.
One Viking is probably worth like 3 men.
Shield wall!
Oh my god, I like this! I think this is totally accurate. Oh shit.
The first real fight that we can see now.
Yeah. They're really using the shields well. Oh, this is cool! Holy shit!
You know what? It's reminding me of the Spartan way to fight.
Spartan?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, that they're working as a group.
They have to because, like we said, there's so many Englishmen against a little bunch of Northmen.
Yeah. Because, I mean, fighting one-on-one here wouldn't work because there's less of them. So what they're doing is creating a barrage. And then, they open it, they get one of them, then they kill him. And they keep doing that. And that's like a small party of Vikings. Can you imagine a whole army?
A whole raid, yeah.
Yeah. No, that Willem scream!
Who are they? We captured 2 of them who were guarding their boat. We couldn't understand anything they said at all, except one word. Ragnar.
Oh, that's a name to be reckoned with.
His name is gonna spread.
You are the man that people say you are. A great adventurer. And I am happy to salute your achievements. And to share in the profit of your raid. But I don't see my friend Knut. Where is he?
Knut is dead. I killed him.
Oh my god.
He's protecting
You killed
Margarita.
Yeah, of course.
He tried to rape my wife. Agatha.
Arrest him. Floki.
They're loyal though. Holy shit.
A spirited man, your brother. I get the impression that he wants to take credit for everything.
He does kind of
For
lead
building
them.
the boat, for sailing westward. He wants to be the hero. You want to stand out. You want to be someone, Rollo. You want the gods to notice you. Yes?
They would have noticed me already.
Oh no, my friend. And you know why? Because you still walk in the shadow of Ragnar Lothbrok. Don't you think it's time you stepped out from it and let the gods see you for who you really are? I want you to say hello to somebody.
He's a good judge of character.
This is my daughter, Theory. She is soon to get married.
Oh
and I
my
must
God.
think very carefully about her future husband.
Oh my god.
They're manipulating shits!
He's gonna turn on his brother, I think.
I don't know, like he surprised us earlier in the episode. Does he even have a case? No one saw what happened, and no one is gonna believe his wife because she's his wife. Although, this is kind of public opinion, like they vote for this and they all love him.
He's in chains.
This is an ambitious man, and he resents the fact that he owes me loyalty and obedience as his chieftain.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with
This
this.
is a man who does not believe in our traditions.
Oh, now calm the
This
fuck
is a man
down.
who does not believe in our laws.
Silence! Silence! My husband did not kill Knut Thordorf.
Then who did?
I did. I killed him. I stabbed him in the heart when he tried his best to rape me.
You didn't kill my brother. Look at you. How could you?
Oh, fuck you.
He killed my brother. Ragnar Lothbrok killed my brother.
We have proof. We have a witness to the killing.
He wasn't even there. He wants to have the credit. He wants to have the glory, the
He's
name.
gonna fucking say it. Oh, you backstabbing son of a bitch.
are a witness.
I was there. Saw everything.
So, who killed my brother?
It depends on what he says right there.
Ragnar Lothbrok killed him.
In cold blood?
No, Lord. For a good reason.
Oh, thank you. You're not a son of a bitch. Phew.
Your half-brother was caught raping a Saxon woman, then he attempted to rape Ragnar's lawful wife, Lagertha.
Okay. I take back what I said.
So unfortunately, you cannot punish him.
Haha, you put your foot in your
Joke's
mouth.
on you now.
He's so freaking happy. He's sassy too. He's like, eh. The brother Rollo is surprising me a lot this episode. I think I'm being too harsh on him a little bit. But for an Earl who's already really paranoid, this is not gonna help.
Get the children.
Oh, why? Who are they? They've been sent by the Earl, you think?
I think
They killed the Thor wannabe. Oh, shit. Yep. And they know exactly who did this. I like this guy. They know exactly who did this, you just know that he's gonna fight back somehow. You brought this upon yourself!
What is Ragnar doing sitting on the hillside?
He searches for your death. Consults the gods, to whom he claims kinship. Who could believe such a thing? Gods have always been favorable to me.
not now.
They allowed your sons to die.
So not always favorable. He's so fucking scared.
To the gods.
I know what he's doing. He's preparing himself.
He's gonna fight back, and that's gonna be glorious!
Oh my god, he looks prepared! He looks really prepared! To be fair though, I mean, I don't think the Earl was wrong by saying that Ragnar hates being under his command, always having to do what he wants, because I think he wouldn't mind if the guy shared his ambition or something, or if he was half the man he thinks he is, but I feel like Ragnar sees so much bigger than the smaller picture that they all share here. He sees, like, he's the one that went like, oh, we need to go west, because, I mean, I heard stories, there's something west, and people were saying, you're crazy, this is never going to happen, but he did it. So he's proved several times, a couple times at least, that his way of thinking is superior. But he still followed the rules. But then they try to go at him and his wife, and he still won. So he was sassy enough to be like, ha, even if you think you're better than me, you can't take me down because you know I'm right here. You know I did the right thing. And then they kill one of his friends. So I think his respect for the Earl was already pretty low before, and now it's like, forget about this. He doesn't want to follow that guy at all. He doesn't even want to pretend anymore. If he does pretend, it's going to be just because he's biding his time. You don't go at him and his friends. You don't, I mean, it's a dishonorable thing. Like, he's basically judging the people that kill with a good reason. Like, she protected herself. She basically stopped something from happening to her. So she was in her right mind, like she was doing the right thing here, and he was about to judge them and send them to their deaths because of that. And then he thinks it's okay to send people to kill everyone else just because he's pissed he lost. So he's not following his own rules. He's so freaking paranoid that someone is going to try to overthrow him or get his place.
It was a shitty Earl in episode 1, 2, and 3. We saw it the first episode when he didn't give a proper death to the criminal who died. And the first...
Because of a conflict of interest, because he was interested in the land.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing things for his own sake, not for the sake of the group. Which is... And I mean, yes, technically, we could argue that Ragnar is also not doing the things he's doing for the people. He's doing them for himself. But at least he doesn't really pretend to be doing them for the others. He's saying, you know, we could all go and we could all have glory. He's not saying, oh, we're going to go there and I'm going to give you the glory. No, he wants in. He wants that justice. The only thing I could say, though, is I think he is trying to be the hero and he is trying to be the leader. But he genuinely thinks that, yes, we're all going to be equals when we go there. It's just that he tends to take that role.
Well, I think he's a natural born leader.
Yeah.
You know, when you naturally are in charge of a group of friends or a group of co-workers, but at that time a group of warriors.
Yeah.
You naturally take charge and regroup people to his cause.
I would actually see him be a good Earl.
Do you think he's gonna be Earl?
I mean, after what happened this episode.
Because when we think about it, he recognizes when someone deserve to have an honorable death, an honorable...
He understands
funeral, treatment.
He respects the gods.
He knows that if we all go to England, we all gonna take glory. I might be the leader, but we all take glory in our action, and we all gonna receive riches and gold. And
he's got enough ambition to make his clan prosper if he was in charge.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the guy they have right now, he's so scared of trying new things that he makes them go east every single time. And like they said in episode 1, in the east they're poorer than they are here. So, I mean, there's no glory in going there and winning when there's nothing to win.
It looks also that Kattegat seems to be not that much welfare. And the lore seems to only to take all the riches for himself. He
Uh.
buried them down, and he doesn't really share what the group thinks.
He's so scared of his life, of what's going to happen in his life and what's going to happen after he dies. Like, he really wants that glory. It's almost, I don't know what he did. I don't know where he's coming from. I think when his sons died, he felt like maybe he had lost the favor of the gods, and he's trying desperately to gain that back somehow, but he's not doing it the right way.
Yeah.
Like, he's making sure that he's going to be rich and he's going to have, like, the glory that he thinks he deserves, because he doesn't want to die with nothing and just be seen as a leech or something. Like, he wants to be recognized. I don't know about his past. I don't know if we're gonna see something about his past, but from the way I see it, he's paranoid that something's gonna happen, and he's really scared that someone's gonna overthrow him. But by being this scared, he's kind of digging his own grave here. If he had let it happen, like, I understand why he was angry when they kind of went against his wishes. That's understandable. But then after that, like, he's basically letting them go and killing the guys who helped them. And now he's lying at court for because he just wants Ragnar gone. He knows that when they're standing surrounded by the people and they both talk, the people listen a little bit more maybe to Ragnar, or they appreciate him a bit more. Because in the trial, it's true, they were cheering for him to die. But he turned around and he started talking to them, and obviously,
What would you have done?
that's the thing.
Free man.
He's really good at making them listen
Yeah.
and guiding them. Like, we saw it in the first few episodes when he was convincing people to go with him west. He
A
knows
new place that no one's heard of before.
Yeah, he knows how to talk to them. He knows how to not manipulate, but he's a good leader. He's got it in him. And as for the Earl, I think he mistrusts everyone, so no one wants to be close to him or help him out, because why would you? The brother.
Oh, I don't know why, but I was really sure that he's gonna betray his brother.
I swear, well, the first 3 episodes...
We don't really trust him so far. That's a problem for us.
The first 3 episodes kind of built towards a potential treason. Like, he was obviously he's looking at his brother's wife, and this is going to come back for sure. Someone mentioned in the comments if we had noticed that Ragnar seems to know something was going on. I did. We did notice. It's just that we didn't really talk about it, but they all know what's going on here, but no one's acting on it because they're family, and, I mean, they don't want to destroy that. But if the brother makes a move, it's going to end up...
But I think that Ragnar trusts Lagertha to
defend herself.
Yeah, but to not go with his brother.
And he trusts his brother enough not to act on his impulses. So he's letting him do his thing, but I mean, the guy was not trustworthy in the beginning. And then after that, we saw several moments where he kind of challenged Ragnar in his decisions, and we saw him, standing to the side, looking at him and being like pissed off that his brother was taking charge. And that talk he had with the Earl was making a lot of sense for his character. Everything the Earl did, he's a really good judge of character, although he kind of got that one wrong at the end.
If only it was less paranoid, that would be great.
But
he is. I'm wondering, do you think that Rollo is older or younger than Ragnar?
I don't know.
Because if he's older, I can understand now why he's so pissed that Ragnar take charge and take the lead and everything that they're doing.
Well, for Rollo, it's not hard. Even if he was younger, like, his brother has it all. He's got kids, he's got a wife, he's got a land, he's got people that look up to him, he's got the ambition.
He's a magnet. So yeah, that's why he's pissed.
So, and I mean, he was also attracted to his dream, like, he followed him in there. And I mean, being asked, I think that's the breaking point here, because when he got asked by the Earl, if it wasn't for you, would he have achieved it? I think he would, because I'm struggling to understand what the brother did here. Ragnar paid for the boat. He's the one that found the instruments to navigate.
Maybe Rollo ate to pay the boat too?
Yeah, it would just have taken him longer time, but
True.
Ragnar is the one who came up with everything, and I mean, he's the one who kept the priest in order to learn about the West more, and now he's the one kind of guiding them back there, so I don't know, if there was a turning point...
He's the one who came up with the navigation part too.
So, I mean, all we can do right now, because it's only the 4th episode, all we can do right now is kind of speculate on the brother's mind and stuff, mindset, but if if it was up to me to decide, I think at that point, I don't know if he realized this, but I think he kind of respects that his brother is the one who did all those things. It's just that he wants desperately to also be that guy.
Yeah.
But it's not enough right now, at least. I hope it doesn't change, but I mean, I don't trust a guy. Although he surprised me in this episode, I don't trust him. And I feel like he wants that glory, and he wants to be his brother's equal, but he sees that his brother is better, and he takes charge. And the brother lets it happen, but he hates it. The Earl was not that far off when he was saying all these things to him, and that's why I was like, he's gonna betray him, and I was like, you son of a bitch! And then he decides to protect his brother, so I mean, blood runs deep, and loyalty is there too, but then he says he did it for Lagertha, and I'm like, okay, there's still something here. So I can appreciate what he did. I like that he defended his brother and his sister-in-law, but I'm still not letting go of my fear of him eventually betraying his brother.
You think he will?
Although I appreciated, though, the setting up the layers, because weirdly enough, when he found that old dude, I thought he was going to kill him, but then he gave him water to be sure he would not, go thirsty and die, and then he stole the stuff. And I was like, it's weird because maybe he sees himself as this old man, the guy left behind that can't do anything because he's not in charge, and he's not in a position of power. He does not have the power to do anything, to defend himself or do anything. So he sees maybe himself as this second party who doesn't have the power to do what his brother does, so he's just following, and he's at the mercy of whatever his brother decides to do.
Or maybe he only has a respect for
the elderly.
a sick elder.
Yeah, for a sick elder probably, but he did kill the guy in the monastery. The old man in charge, the old monk.
Maybe.
So, but I like this because if he had been, ruthless and just killing the guy, I would have been really angry, but I would have expected it. And I find that
we were expecting him to kill him, basically.
Oh, but these characters have layers, and I love this. Yeah. Ragnar too. You saw when Loki kind of was making fun of the people, and then one of them the priest stood in his path, and he killed him. Ragnar was standing to the side and was like, Floki. I called him Loki, sorry, but Floki being Floki. So,
well, they have been warned to not and
be in their path.
Yeah.
But still.
To not resist, sorry guys.
They're not here to kill innocents, so that I appreciated. But it's funny how, yet again I'm going to say it, but we're following a group of people, a group of warriors that they are conquering, they are pillaging, and they are stealing and killing. And after that they're saying we're going to have to take revenge for our brother's death. And I'm like, you guys kind of initiated this? I mean, you showed up at their shores and you attacked them, so I'm like, you kind of initiated this, so it's hard for us to stand on their side completely and be like, oh yeah, they totally deserve to die because they did nothing. But I'm not saying that no one is corrupted in England, and I'm really excited for what they're going to do in the future. Right now, there seems to be a civil war with the guys in Scandinavia, so
yeah.
That's interesting, and I wonder if they're going to go back and deal with that king.
I love how they described the Etons, the Northmen, they called them. I never saw someone fighting like they did.
Oh, that fight
someone
scene.
who is not fearing death, basically. So I don't believe that no Northmen, no Vikings even fear death, because you might have fear at some point, but. One of the greatest achievements that you could do was to die in battle.
Yeah, that's the thing. We talked about this earlier, but we said basically that for them, death is just another beginning. It's it's a natural thing that happens and leads them to their true home with the gods in Valhalla and stuff. So I'm like, for them, death is an honor. It's sad for the ones left behind, but they honor it. So,
well, I think that they can fear to lose someone that they love. They can maybe fear to lose their life because, no kidding, you're gonna die. But they fight through it no matter what because they know what's gonna be the reward. The reward at the end of it.
They have to show strength because otherwise they're not gonna be worthy of that place in the after death. So this is cool. And oh my god, that fight scene, the way they showed them.
They really did remind me of the Spartan.
But that's the thing, like the greatest armies are the ones that fought as one.
Yeah.
Because you can see like armies that are so separated from one another, like the soldiers are so separated and they just walk in a straight line. You know that several of them are gonna die. Like the purpose of this was to send most of them to the execution block, kinda. They are being like the bait almost, and as they are dying in the front, the people in the back can take over and destroy. So back then, I think these armies were not meant to save everyone. It's not a unity. It's just.
You're talking about the fight in Patriot?
I'm talking about the armies.
That's the gentleman way of fighting. Fighting in line.
Yeah, I know, but
that's a shitty way of fighting.
It was their way.
Gentleman way of
It was
fighting.
their way, and it's like the strongest survives and stuff. But they expected to die almost, and they did. Whereas in this group, it's like they all fight as one, and they fight so well together. It's harmonious almost how they created this blockage, and they're like. Just helping each other out, like it's like a dance almost. They're like we're opening up, we're taking one of them and killing him, and then we're doing it over again. They are people that stay behind in order to kill them when they cross. So the way they did that was incredible because they fight as one, and that's how you do it.
How many of them they were?
Not enough.
8 or 10.
Oh, it's
imagine
like,
an entire army of it.
Like yeah, I want to see more of that. I really loved it. And it's crazy. They've been raised like this. They've been raised to fight like this. So, yeah. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna finish with this. But the Earl just looking at Ragnar and be like, "Oh, you think you could have killed my brother? Ha! Yeah, funny."
Well,
and I'm like, "Are you crazy? Have you seen her?"
Well, to be fair though, I don't think that there were that many women going on raids and fighting on the field. I know that they used to be shield maiden who learned how to fight to defend their home and their village, but going at war on the field during the raids, maybe not. So maybe that's why he's like, I don't think that you kill my brother. A woman killing my brother.
I don't even know if it's about her being a woman or if it's just, look at you. You're small, you're frail. My brother was tall and strong, and he was my brother, so of course you couldn't kill him.
Only a giant.
Yeah.
A true warrior could have killed my brother.
He's a sexist piece of shit. Anyway,
we all know that the best medicine are in the small pots, so.
The best medicines are in the smallest pots.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, I really enjoyed this, and I can't wait to see the next episode because it's called Raid, and I'm like, okay, I love this. All right, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it's already on Patreon. The link is in the description.
So you know what to do, guys. You want to watch it now? You go down there, you click, and you subscribe, or you wait for tomorrow to watch the next episode.
No, this was episode 4, so yeah, you're right. Tomorrow,
guys.
Sorry.
Alright. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow, guys.
Bye.